Oi kids, Slacker Kite here. Today on The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, we are playing Shaq Fu, and Shaq Fu is a bad game. Developed by Electronic Arts, and specifically Delphine, that made such great games as Flashback and Flashback. And maybe Flashback. It comes a game Shaq Fu, which is really interesting for a French developer to work with Shaquille O'Neal of all people. But this was a game about the time when Mortal Kombat was a huge thing. And I guess Delphine decided that they wanted to make a little money out of it. We're playing, if you haven't noticed, the Sega Genesis version. And the music is amazing for this version, just let me tell you. I actually own a copy of this game, but so let's go ahead and go through. This is the story behind it. So Shaq's just out wandering, and man, he just wanders into this old kung fu dojo, and there's this guy, and he's like, "You must be amazing, because you're so big." And you, well, what do you mean? I got a game tonight. We gotta do things, you know? But there's fighting that has to be done, guys. I mean, Delphine, they're not exactly known for quality craftsmanship with the story. I mean, that's why really most of Flashback was not told in story. But this is the game so far. This is our hub world. When we beat all of these areas, we'll unlock the ability to travel to the next area. All of these first few fights, and I think we're just going to do the first few fights, aren't all that hard. So this game had a lot of problems and is notorious for being bad. The biggest problem I find with the game is that the special moves are damn near impossible to pull off. Sometimes you will pull them off by absolute accident, but hey look, down forward C, down forward C, down forward C. Not doing shit. That's supposed to be my fire punch move, and yeah, I mean, maybe if you're like super awesome Shaq Fu dude, but and the punches have no range. Look at that! Look at that! No range. Meanwhile, his kick is like 50 fucking meters going on here, and somehow I became Canadian at some point. I don't even understand how that happened. And the look on Shaq's face when he wins in the top left-hand corner is freaking priceless. But yeah, this is Shaq Fu, and I gotta tell you, man, amongst all the Mortal Kombat clones that were out there in the market, and for how rushed it was in its life cycle and poorly produced, it's not the worst thing ever. I mean, okay, it's certainly amongst the so bad it's good, especially with that weird intro, and then just some of the character designs are so strange. But there we go. So we defeated the first guy. You would think, like, somebody else in this might also be a basketball player, but you can get through the whole thing and never run into a single other basketball player in the entire game. But yeah, we'll help a couple more people and check out the Vagabond Temple versus this guy. Yeah, let's think twice about hurting ourselves with swords. Can we load? Can we load? There we go. Actually, this game looks amazing. For a game on the Sega Genesis, the art style is incredible. It really is. Delphine, if nothing else, was amazing at their visual presentation. This was a developer that knew how to make things look pretty. I mean, I'd go so far as to say we didn't see games this good looking until the PlayStation came out. Come on, buddy. You know, really, jump kicks and down kicks are really your best friend. I have beaten this game before. It took a little bit of practice, but I did. Right now, we're doing this with no practice. And you might ask yourself, so if you're so unpracticed this game, why are you doing a video? Well, I'm going to link down in the doobly-doo down at the bottom, but there is a Indiegogo for a new Shaq Fu game that Shaquille himself announced himself. And there's a lot of cool little things on there, like Shaquille O'Neal will follow your Twitter and all sorts of weird things if you donate to the game. I recommend checking it out. You know, if if Shaquille O'Neal in a sort of wannabe Street Fighter meets Devil May Cry thing is your style, awesome. The company making it is nobody. They're all developers, as far as I can tell. Shaquille O'Neal put together some money and said, hey, guys, I own you now, and let's make a video game. And they said, yeah, cool. We like video games, let's make another Shaq Fu. And that seems to be about the story of Shaq Fu, as far as I can tell. I mean, according to all the information I'm gathering from it, like, they're from they're ex-people at a lot of great studios, but, I mean, keep in mind as well, what does that really mean? You know, you can come from Bungie, but that doesn't mean that Bungie kept all of their great people, you know? Probably if you were that amazing, Bungie might have kept you. I mean, yeah, games development isn't a promise of a stable job forever, right? But, oh, those faces! Those winning faces! Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, I understand completely that being a game developer is not a promise for the rest of your life that you will have money. But holy crap, you would expect a little bit more, and what was that? What did she just do? Did she actually do? Does that hurt when she stabs my voodoo doll? I don't understand this game. I think it's a taunt. There's taunts to this? Holy crap. I guess. But, yeah. I'm going to be putting down my money because I really want to see what sort of craziness comes with Shaq Fu. And, like, the Shaq in that game is this giant meathead of a guy. It's fucking amazing, is what it is. So, yeah, it gets my $15, and I think it should get your $15 too. And, lady, you may want a top that holds on better than that. It looks like it's about to fall off, and, I mean, I feel bad for you. That's all I'm saying. So I believe we've hit up all the areas to advance. Oh, no, we've got 2 more here, okay. Wait, who's this guy? He's just a random dude from... Why are you in Alien World, Mr. Diesel? Okay, whatever. Your torso is weird. I don't know if you know this, buddy, but you look like you haven't been doing your leg week for a while. You may want to get that checked out. So yeah, we continue to use fighting style of I'm going to kick him until he dies. That's really, I mean, playing as Shaq, that's really your best bet. Now there are a whole bunch of other characters, and you get 3 extra characters, I think, in the Genesis version over the SNES version, and I think they actually, like, the graphics are smoother on the Genesis version, as far as I can tell. But the music is the most god-awful thing I can possibly put down. It's a series of bleeps, never before experienced by mankind. He also knows the AI has a tendency to, like, do these back jumps away from you constantly and just extends the fight, really, and it really is as clunky as it looks. Because you're just kind of waiting for things to happen and... Okay, so at the time that this game came out, I was totally a Mortal Kombat fan. I mean, that was my jam. That was totally my thing as a kid. And I go back and play Mortal Kombat now, and God, it was my favorite game. But now I can't even play it. It's so bad. Everything about it feels wrong, and I hate myself for playing it. But you know, it had blood. That was really about the entire selling point to, God, what was I, like 8 when the original Mortal Kombat came out? Couldn't have been much older than that. But yeah, there was the blood code, and I mean, well, the blood code was on the Nintendo one, and obviously I had the Sega Genesis as a kid, but yeah, it had blood, therefore that was amazing, you know? It's a total reversal on the whole Nintendo prospect of kiddie games for kids. And it really helped solidify the fact that the Genesis was where you went if you were totally a mad adult like I was. And this guy is just going to own me. No, stay in the corner. No, stay in the damn corner, man. Don't be a dick. Be a dude. Just jumping all over the place, shooting lightning bolts. Man, I wish I could shoot lightning bolts. The other problem with Shaq is he just doesn't move very quickly. Like, if you want to gain ground in any quick way, you gotta jump. I mean, that's the only way. It's impossible otherwise. But yeah, I also don't know what the real, like, okay, B does like this roundhouse kick, while A does this little sweepy quick kick. But it doesn't seem to do any real discernible difference, so why ever bother to not use the B kick? Which is totally going to be the name of my future rap group, B Kick in the Gang. It's gonna be fantastic. And, yeah, good job there, Poing. Never mind, I had a joke in mind, and then brain completely went away from it. Where was I going? Who knows? We might lose this one if this guy keeps pulling this shit with ranged attacks and stuff. You know, most of the other fighters actually control a little bit more quickly than Shaq, which is kind of weird, being honest, because, you know, it's Shaq Fu, right? You should want to play as Shaq, but they all seem to be much faster than him, and more agile. Just Shaq has the range, though, man. And that kick is just amazing. Did I kill him by accident? Okay, I'll take it. Whatever. Oh! I'll take your word for it. I'm sure he is as lethal as... I mean, you're no one to talk, Chief. I'm just saying. Should unlock the gate to continue. Hold on. Dude, oh wait, maybe I just have to go in. Oh. You see there! Rock your chair! Oh, man! Oh, the wit! It's just stellar. I also have to throw in, like, I don't know how much cutscene Shaq actually looks like Shaquille O'Neal in that. Oh, man. Oh, dude, stop with the... Oh, you are an asshole. Okay, so, I think Grandpa is going to beat our butt because we are unpracticed, but, hey, you know, no one ever called me discipline fighter or anything along those lines. Yeah. But hey, if we lose, that's the game. And I think that really gives you an idea. The game is so pretty. It really is. And it's a shame that the gameplay is so stiff and unresponsive. You know, it could have taken a lot of cues from Street Fighter, I think. God almighty, he hits so hard. Ah, you're like certified dick. Ugh. Yeah, not much I could really do there, but that is, you can't stick me! Oh, the puns are so good! And by good, I mean terrible. But, yeah, that is, Shaq Fu for the Sega Genesis here on The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Shaq Fu is a bad game. It's still amusing, but it's bad. Nothing you would really take to tournaments or anything. So yeah, but I do recommend check out the Kickstarter down the doobly-doo down below, and yeah, give them $15 of your money. I think it might be worth your time. And hey, you know, if you want to pick up the one where Shaquille O'Neal calls you and hangs out and plays basketball, I mean, rock on. You know, more power to you. But yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching, and Lahem.